a personal question. And I was thinking about this the other day because I wrote an article about you several years ago, and we, for the New York Times Magazine, it was the cover. It was an education piece, you remember. And we were walking down the street on 57th Street, and we maybe walked half a block, and you were surrounded. And there was a moment where I thought, when we were walking, that you had forgotten that you were Bill Gates. And maybe just stick with me for a second. And I wonder, just in your life, you know, you are the equivalent in some ways of a head of state these days in terms of, you know, your time down to the minute. There's a whole thousands of people around you. And I just wonder, on a very personal level, when you think about your own life, how you can be Bill Gates out there in the world, and then how you can be the Bill Gates that you are in private, and how you think about that, and how you maybe even how you can find some space between the two.
Well, part of it is that you limit the amount of time you go out into the world because it's a little bit distortive, and you have people around you like Warren Buffett or my wife Melinda, who, you know, if I come back and I look like I'm all puffed up, they, you know, cut me down to size a little bit. And, you know, I do the dishes, I have kids.
Do you?
Well, absolutely.
You do the dishes?
You know, I drive kids to school. I have kids that think I don't see the world in a modern enough way, including even some technology things they use that they find it amazing.
Like what?
Oh, I'm not as phone-centric as they are. I mean, I have to tell myself, oh, I've got to check Instagram because my youngest daughter likes to communicate there. I have to check WhatsApp because another child likes to communicate through that. It's like, oh my God, I have to do all this. But, you know, if I forget to do it, then it's like, wow, you're not paying attention to my life. I like to read email, and it bugs them that I'm so email-centric, and that I'm, you know, very large screen oriented. So, you know, going out, you know, just take like today. Today I got to meet top scientists working on solving malnutrition and obesity. I got to meet top scientists working on gene editing, which for some disease of the poor like sickle cell or HIV cure will make a big difference. So I get a huge benefit when I go out in public of these interactions of how can we drive things forward. So the idea that, okay, I give up some privacy in certain settings, as long as it's not when I'm with my kids, you know, it's fine. It's part of the deal. You know, I don't go into a bar all that much because then people are even more, you know, aggressive about coming up and talking, and that's probably good that I stay away.
Oh.